What is up, guys, and welcome to my first place Drytron deck profile, pure Drytron, of course with the Ben 10 going to 3, and so yeah, Drytron is still one of the great decks of the format. Not one of the best decks, but probably one of the most, like, I would say tier 2 decks, because Drytron is insane still. We can put up tons of floodgates, lots of cool cards to not get hit. Mystic Mine still at 3, so we can definitely utilize that, and I threw a couple other spicy things in. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the deck profile. Now first, we're just going to go through the Drytron names extremely quick, because there's nothing crazy, revolutionary, or groundbreaking in the Drytron lineup. Of course, we have the 3 Zeta, the 3 Alpha, these two, full combo if you're a Drytron player. We do max out on all the names, including Delta and Gamma, because honestly, you want to see a Drytron name in your opening hand, because if you don't, it's kind of just downhill from there. So maximizing yourself on opening a Drytron name is basically the best thing you can do. So I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm running 3 of each. Next, for the ritual monsters, we of course run the one Simultaneous. This guy is just a big asshole, honestly. Everyone hates him, but he's so good. The newly unlimited 3 Ben 10. Honestly, this kind of just makes the deck kind of just almost as good as it used to be, except with the exception of Eva. Honestly, 3 Ben 10 is honestly, it's just as good as you remember it. We do run, of course, the other Cyber Angels of 1 Natasha, and of course the 1 Eda 10. Honestly, these cards are insanely good. It's Eda 10's ability to basically just add a ritual spell from deck to graveyard, and then also if distributed, you can make all ritual monster control gain for 1,000 tech, so you get a good boost. And of course Natasha's just the biggest asshole you can imagine. It's insane. You gain life, you can just take your opponent's monsters. It's insanely broken. We also do run, of course, the 1 Magic Key. Honestly, Magic Key is insanely good, just because of the trap card they have. I say unlocking, it's insanely good just to get us into the trap. Then of course we do run the 1 MF Factor Pain. This guy is still insanely good. He's just a walking floodgate. So yeah, he's just insanely nuts. But yeah, that's it for the rituals. On to the more, say, generic support for the deck. Next, for our fairies, we do run 2 Diviner. Honestly, 2 is pretty nice. Honestly, it's great. If you still want to run it at 1, go for it, but honestly, I like it at 2. We have, of course, the 1 Vanity's Ruler. This guy's just a straight asshole. If you're going first, you definitely want to start working your way to making him, because, not being able to search some monsters is extremely fun. And of course, we do have the 1 Herald of Orange Light as well, our built-in search hand trap for the deck. So yeah, now we're on to the spells. The spells, of course, we have the 3 Nova. Honestly, yeah, it's a standard, nothing crazy about the 3 Nova. I am running also, of course, the 3 as a ritual spell. I mean 2 of it. Love it. Honestly, seeing it at 1 honestly is sometimes not enough, especially in some grind matchups with the Runic. But honestly, seeing 2 is, I love it at 2. Next, the 1 of our mini field spells, the Fafnir. Yeah, Fafnir is just insanely great as well, super searchable. And of course, it's built with our very fun field spell combo we're going to go right into real quick. Of course, as everyone knows, Mystic Mine did not get hit on the ban list, so we do run, of course, the 1 Mystic Mine. And I like having... Honestly, I love the flood deck version of Drytron a little bit too much, because the counter out to Mystic Mine in this deck, honestly, run a Necro Rally, because there's a lot of decks that run graveyard centric, let's say, this format, and especially the Rogue. It also comes up a lot too, so Necro Rally shuts down a lot of things. So yeah, it's insane. Of course, we have Terraforming, and of course the 1 set rotation around our field spell package. Of course, if you do want to run the magical Midbreaker shield, go for that as well. But honestly, I just wanted to spice it up a little bit with Necro Valley and break that out. So yeah, that is it for our field spell package. Next, we have, of course, our more search. 3 Cyber Emergency. Yeah, I mean, 3 Cyber Emergency is just, searches. It's basically more names. Yeah. Of course, we do run a 2 prep. Honestly, if I didn't want to make this deck, say, a card bigger, I would honestly run 3. So if you want to run the 3rd and make a 40, say, 42 card deck, honestly, run it. But pre-prep, honestly, I cut it back a little bit too, because the methodology, the theory was that Ben 10's now at 3, so you can minimizing yourself breaking down multiple copies of pre-prep. So that was the theory behind that. Never really came up having only 2 pre-prep. I've seen it when I needed it, so it's always great. 1 Foolish Burial, because it dumps Drytrons to the grave, and of course we have the 1 Magic Key unlocking. But yeah, that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's go on to the extra. Extra deck. We're gonna go through it a little bit quick because it's nothing, again, crazy. 1 Link Reboot, 1 Anima, the 1 Phoenix, the one Unicorn, and of course the one IP Masquerena to see around your lower link monsters. You do of course run the one Burrow Sword and the one Underworld Goddess. This guy, well, she is insane. Burrow Sword honestly is a little bit easier to make in this deck than Access Code, so Burrow Sword, and plus he pushes for game a lot easier than Access Code can. So yeah, these are the link lineups we have. Honestly, love it. I went into, see, the ability with IP to play on your opponent's turn is insanely great as well. And also with Anima, to just basically take one of your opponent's monsters is kind of just a great thing to do. We have our Diviner targets, the one Entis and of course the one Herald. Of course, these are what you send off in your Herald, so nothing too crazy with there. Then of course we have our Exceeds, Downer, Beatrice, and into our Zeus. Honestly, this is a standard package. You just go into them. And then of course I do run the one say Robin. Honestly, Robin is honestly really good. Being able to just bounce one of your say opponent's extra deck monsters and just get rid of it, it's just insane just to get rid of it non-targeting. So Robin does come up in those niche situations. And of course we do have the one Drytron Moon Beta Fafnir. Another note to make note of, as I said, in the Runic matchup is honestly probably one of the honestly funnest and grindiest matchups this deck can have. 3 Beta Fafnir is honestly not a bad call, honestly, because like I said, sometimes you do miss that third, say, going into that matchup. But besides that, 2 usually gets you through most of your matchups. Like I said, say right now, Runic is the only one that I've noticed that especially 3 is definitely really nice in. But yeah, but this has been the Drytron deck profile. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with this deck. It's great to have Ben 10 back at 3, honestly. It kind of brings back the deck to its heights before everything got nerfed to hell and banned. But yeah, honestly, Drytron's super fun. It's super kind of budget now, especially with all the reprints that came out with Megatins. So yeah, definitely check it out if you're interested in it. But yeah, that has been the deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe like always. And until my next video, stay safe and stay healthy out there. Peace.